Hey everyone, welcome back. So, it's been a while. I'm not entirely sure whether or not this is going to be relevant in terms of difference. Since then, since the last part of this playthrough, I've kind of been feeling out how this has been going since we now are in patch 9.1, and I've already done the first portion of the campaign, and got my new mount, the Sinfall Gravewing, which I think is a really, I really like this mount. And yeah, so anyways, at the moment I am now up to Renown 53, and I've already done a tad bit of this because I wasn't even sure if I was going to do this, but I'm very curious to see whether or not there's going to be any differences here, just simply based on whether or not, how much it acknowledges that you are part of the Venthyr during this particular campaign chapter, which is going to focus quite a bit on the Venthyr. So yeah, I got here, and of course, I've already shown this on my Necrolord Death Knight, but I wanted to see whether or not there was going to be any difference here if you are a Venthyr instead of another Covenant. Of course, Vosh already said, "Ah, Kael'thas, I see the accuser has let you out of your cage." And Kael'thas said, "I am no pet to be commanded. You would do well to remember that."
I will not be trifled with.
Alright, so Renethal is assembling a diplomatic envoy to the Stone Rite.
We are here to hunt and destroy dreadlords. Try not to join them this time.
By the way, in case you're curious, I've already been working on taking this guy through the Sanctum raid, even though, well, things are kind of not going well in terms of my Alliance Guild actually being active in terms of raiding anymore. But on my own, with, pugs and such, I've been doing various runs, trying to gear up this guy in case we were going to continue. Things have also kind of shifted in terms of the Demon Hunter in this patch in particular, not just in terms of what legendaries are considered good, but Demon Hunter, especially Havoc Demon Hunter, got a nice buff in this patch, where right now it's actually pretty nice to play as a Demon Hunter. In Nathria, it wasn't really that fun. Demon Hunter kind of felt like it was just being held down and held back, but now, in this patch, I'm actually having a blast. It feels like Demon Hunter just seems to feel really nice in this patch. So I may be enjoying this patch a little bit more than others, partly because, well, one of my main characters got buffed and it feels kind of nice. Though I would love to get the upgrade version of this trinket, but I did a 10 Plaguefall last week, and I got this from Plaguefall, which is a sword I really wanted because it adds another dot to your attacks, which is nice. And I can keep upgrading it if I continue to upgrade, my Mythic Plus rating and all that. So, yeah, I'm almost at 224 item level with this guy. So, yeah, Havoc has gotten some nice treatment in this patch. So, maybe I'm not disliking this patch as much as others because, well, I made that very clear as well.
Come forth, catalyst of change. There is a simplicity in inevitability.
Okay. I'm kind of not necessarily... I'm just checking to see if there are any differences here. So far, there is no difference here in this quest.
Undefeatable, undefined.
Heck, if there ends up being no difference at all, I may end up just scrapping this video altogether. In fact, this is something I wanted to do here. Seriously? I'm a demon hunter and I can't see that this is a dreadlord? Seriously?
My life for my master.
We know this is a dreadlord. It's going to get revealed to us at the Stone Rite. And my demon hunter cannot see that this is a dreadlord with spectral sight. Okay. I'm kind of calling BS on this. Blizz, this is kind of BS. Because we did this in Legion. There should be no difference here now. Okay? I'm just saying.
There are spies everywhere. So, he has finally worked up the nerve to meet with her. I must gather a worthy escort.
Oh yeah, spoilers. That's a dreadlord. I know, shocking.
Why were you sent to Maldraxxus, Vaj? You have no shortage of sins.
And no shortage of victories. Can you say the same?
Countless ages ago.
It's even skipping the dialogue here because I've already heard it on another character. So I can't even let you listen to what Renathal says here because it just goes ahead and skips it automatically. I feel like this is... There may be an option that's doing this. And I don't know what it is. I really don't know. I'm like, is there an option that has it where it's just now kind of skipping these cutscenes or these lines of dialogue if... or just kind of skip some of that if you've already heard it before? Because... that's kind of unfortunate. This is why I tend to try and record things the first time I do them in this game, because, well, as you guys know, it's kind of hard to redo some of these things with the way the game kind of functions and it works and is designed. It's like, you better get it the first time you do it, or else you're not going to be able to show it again. Why am I stinky? Why do I smell?
Leave this place before it claims you. I will
dear
not tolerate war
Right.
between my
Harvester
children
of
of
wrath,
stone.
wielder of ale.
War. How have you been, my child?
Mother of Stone, you honor me with your concern. I am well.
Impressive. Considering Denathrius had you beheaded after casting Renathal into the maw. Reveal yourself, infiltrator!
Always so clever. Only, I am not the infiltrator. I am the distraction. Now! Seize the medallion! Remove the interlopers!
Again.
Is it a sin to fight for survival? Until you need me yet again.
Make it quick. Use this to see through the Latrapine's disguise.
I don't need to, Vosh.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Okay. Turning that guy against me was a bad idea. I should not have attacked it while I was right there. Oops. Big oops on my part. Well, that's a lesson learned. don't fight something next to one of these things and turn it hostile against you. That's what killed me. These other things here, it's like, nope, shouldn't have done that. Alright.
I have many wares.
Again, it's hilarious that Vosh is the one who's telling me, a demon hunter, use this to spot the Nathrazim. I don't need to, Vosh. You see? I can detect them right there.
It's too far.
That's my point. It's like, okay, I could not see them a moment ago, but for some reason I can now? It's like they didn't consider that... Why am I... Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness, that swarm just... Wow. Okay, I am dying way too fast right now. This should not be happening. I don't know what's going on here, why I'm dying so fast right now. This is kind of ridiculous. Here I am talking about how nice it is to play Havoc Demon Hunter these days, and for some reason I am now just doing a... I am... I am dying way faster than I should be.
End of the Grummels. Like you.
Well, let's go ahead and use some food, I guess. If this continues, I'll have to unfortunately switch over to Vengeance. It's funny, Vengeance, I believe, actually got nerfed in this patch, or it's not considered that great anymore. It's funny, this patch made Havoc better and Vengeance worse, because Vengeance was considered like the best tank in 9.0. And now I'm hearing people say, oh yeah, Vengeance is not that good anymore. Really? Well, okay. Oh. Okay. Gosh, I hate it. I hate that. There's no reason it should be interfering with that. None. Again, this thing is exactly the same as what my spectral sight. My spectral sight is better.
Subject, let us begin.
Holy mackerel, that carry-on swarm does so much damage to me.
Would have relished this. What fate do you suppose was chosen for him?
You assume he is both dead and mortal. I am not sure either is true.
I'm out of range.
How is it done?
A harvester without a medallion. You are but a shadow of your former fury.
I wield more than enough fury to deal with you.
To think I was once allied with these fiends.
Your Stoneborn cannot find us all. We are everywhere.
Continue to delay our foes. The plan nears fruition.
I need to get...
Hi, Mal'Ganis.
Lackeys. Anatheron sends his regards.
Our potential savior of the Shadowlands has arrived. There is
More
no
Walker,
possibility
with me.
of victory.
The rest of you makes us sinful.
Exciting.
I want that medallion back. And Mal'Ganis's head on a spike.
Again, so far, no difference here. It was funny coming in here as a Necrolord, and now I'm back here as just, you know, a Venthyr. It's like, oh, okay, we're back in our actual Covenant Hall here. What's funny is that apparently some changes are going to happen here, based on what I've heard from a couple of other people I know who also main Venthyr.
Hello, Walker. I look upon you and dare to feel hope.
Okay.
You and me against the end of
I am
reality.
not overly fond of
Might it spell?
heroes.
Again, it's like I don't need that tool because I'm a demon hunter. I can just use Spectral Sight and be like, reveal yourself!
You are already too late!
And just like in Legion, they are all, you have found me out! It's like, you have found me out, mortal! Yep, the Innkeeper. Secretly a Dreadlord.
Are you in a rush?
Reveal yourself.
We are a long way.
Perform your penance. It suits you, little prince.
My days as a prince have ended. One of many changes I have endured.
I love this. I can just jump down here and be like, whee! Well, that's right. I'm supposed to be collecting these things. I forgot. I was kind of focused on finding Dreadlords. Aha! The LFR Weaponsmith.
Can you
Reveal yourself.
Displeased with my prices.
Your prices? You gave away weapons From LFR, nobody likes you! I love it when the other players jump in to help out.
Thank you.
But yeah, if you're a demon hunter, and you can just go ahead and easily do this without ever having to use that little tool. That's there for people who are not demon hunters. But demon hunters, they're like, please, I've been doing this for a long time. Well, guys, I took out the innkeeper, and I took out the LFR weaponsmith. I think we're gonna have to find some replacements.
It's too far away.
This is no place for the living. Mind your ways, lest reverend.
Come closer, my new friend.
Okay.
We are doomed. Come, my fellow harvesters. Let us summon Wrath to find Wrath.
Vengeance will not wait. We strike now.
I harvest as many heroes as villains. Be seeing you.
Suspicious dredges! Why can't I see that Smalganis?
Reveal yourself, Mal'Ganis.
The Harvester of Wrath. How I have missed your purity of conviction. A pity it will now be lost forever. Nathrazim, bring me her fangs.
I need to get closer.
Let not be enemies. Target. Join us to save Revendreth and end your exile.
We were never in exile, you gullible fool. It was all part of the Master's plan. While you remained fixated on a paltry medallion, we seized the true prize, Remornia, with the Sire's essence held within it. Our mission never changed. For eons, we have done the Master's bidding in secret across countless realities. The Scourge, Argus, all pawns in a game beyond your grasp. One that now nears its end. Keep your trinket and your realm. They are dust in the face of our sire's true ambition. If only you had just obeyed.
And what can this humble fallen prince do for you today? The drought, the lack of souls, the jailer, all connected.
In the end, the more is inevitable for us all.
I will march with my Stoneborn to the depths of the maw and rend the head off every Nathrezim I find there. However, Revendreth is still too strategic in this war to lose out of misplaced vanity. Therefore, as Harvester of Wrath, the second of that title, I offer you my medallion for safekeeping and utilization while I wage this war. Use it to empower the Harvesters so they can prevent Denathrius from simply returning and regaining control with a snap of his fingers. Okay, so that is a quest I recall showing up at some point during the Covenant campaign, and then it was removed. And this was not available to my Necro Lord Death Knight. So this feels unique to a Venthyr player.
Know that I give you this medallion so that I might be free to expunge the Dreadlords from the Shadowlands. Abuse this power, and I will remind you why I was condemned to Revendreth.
Of course, Stonewright, I will not abuse it. Alright.
Beware niceties in this realm. None of us are sent here by accident.
So let's go turn this in before we go talk to the Primus. Alright. Here we go. Inserting the medallion in the socket tugs violently at your soul as the energies link, flooding a sense of will and intent into everything around you, unlike any other energy that you have experienced before. Together, the Harvesters rule Revendreth uncontested. Sigil. So yeah, that was the creation of the new sigil to replace the one that Denathrius gave to the jailer. It required all the medallions to recreate the sigil. Okay. it's kind of unfortunate that other players who don't play Venthyr, that they don't get to see that. But I do understand it. I mean, after all, let's be honest, how much content was missed out on by players if they didn't play more than one class in Legion? Remember all the class unique content there was in Legion? If you played just one class, you only got exposed to one of 12 different portions of content in the game, basically. So I'm kind of okay with there being content that is unique to the Covenant that you chose to give it more relevancy to the content that you chose to play. Like, the previous week before this, my Necrolord got something unique because the Primus asked him to go to the Seat of the Primus and see the induction of Draka as the new Margrave. Whereas here as a Venthyr, I get something unique that shows us getting the Medallion of Wrath, and we create the new Sigil. Sure, other players that are not playing this Covenant don't get to see that, but I'm kind of okay with it because of the whole, unique, specific content that brings more relevancy to what you chose to play.
Fate has drawn you here. Together we will play now that Renathal has reclaimed the medallions. The Venthyr can forge a new sigil to replace the one Denathrius surrendered to Zoval. Yet you must remain vigilant, Marwalker. The return of the Nathrazim bodes ill for us all.
Indeed. Oh well, that was the portion that I really wanted to show you guys. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So that's the unique Venthyr portion, the getting the medallion and reforging the new sigil in Revendreth. By the way, we have a new innkeeper. You'll notice this because we exposed that the innkeeper before was a dreadlord. We now have a new innkeeper here, who is a member of the Stone Guard here. So a good chunk of the Stone Guard here are going to be here in Sinfall now because of, to help replace the ones that we exposed. In fact, let's go downstairs and see the new Raid Finder weaponsmith and such that's here. Yep. Yep. Another one right here. Another Night Guardian. Replaces the Raid Finder Weaponsmith for a Nathria. That's funny. That's really a cool little touch to follow up on the fact that we exposed the Nathrazim here, and so they had to get other people to replace them to do their jobs. That's pretty nice. So anyways. Well, I don't know of any other... We'll see what happens in the next week with the final week. As far as what I'm going to do with this character, unfortunately, it seems that our guild, Wipes on Trash, it seems that our guild's raid leader has quit WoW. He's not happy with the game anymore, and I reached out to him on Discord, and told me that he doesn't want to come back. That he's just not happy with it anymore. So he's essentially done with WoW. And I told our GM that, and so I don't know what's going to happen. I told her that I don't intend on going anywhere because this guild is my home for my Alliance characters. They offered me this home for my Alliance characters, and they provided me a number of really great memories, and I will be very grateful to them for that. And I let her know this, and I don't know if we're going to have any more organized raids going forward anytime soon, because we're going to have to find a new raid leader. But as far as what I'm going to do is, because I still enjoy, of course, playing my Demon Hunter, it's, it may be my favorite class to play in the game right now. It's just still so much fun, especially now at this patch, Havoc Demon Hunters got buffed, and they're just now more fun to play. And I am very much interested in getting stuff from Sanctum of Domination, since there's some pretty cool stuff to get. For one thing, I want to get this Warglaive from the Terragru, because it looks really cool. Oh my goodness, I love the look of that Warglaive. I can also get it in LFR if I want. It's a little slightly different color, but, Now, I don't necessarily... I have two of these weapons right now. This is the one you get from Painsmith, but I didn't get this from killing him. I got this in the vault. It's this one right here. Not the Raid Finder one, the normal one here, yeah. So that's the fist weapon, and it has that nice thing. And then, of course, I told you guys I had this drop from Plaguefall. So I may not necessarily want to have this stat-wise, even though it has both haste and versatility, which is nice for a Demon Hunter. But transmog-wise, oh yes, I really want that. There's, of course, some other different kind of pieces and such I could be able to get. And I'm probably going to have to end up joining some pug groups in order to be able to try and acquire some of these, go through this raid, which I don't mind, really, because I'm getting more comfortable with this raid, where even if I join a pug group, I'm like, yeah, sure. It really, especially if I see it's a group of guys who are in a separate guild, and they're looking for pugs to fill out their raid group, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll join. So I certainly don't mind doing that, especially since this is, in my opinion, this raid is more friendly for melee and Demon Hunters than Nathria was. I'm already having more fun in this raid than I did in Nathria, so yeah. Just you can make that what you will. And yeah. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, is I'm going to continue to do that. By the way, just go ahead and show you guys the set I'm working on. That was the Nathria set. It's okay, but Sanctum, oh my gosh, yes. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that looks beautiful. That looks so cool. Now, this is the Mythic set, so I'm not going to be getting this for a while. This is the LFR set. I still think it looks cool. As I've said before, like, even though different colors, I just love the look of these sets. They look so cool. But yeah, this is the progress I've made on these sets here. You can even see I'm wearing some pieces of it already. I hope to fill this out and be able to make this like one of my new go-to sets to wear. So, heroic gold! But man, I really hope to someday get the Mythic set, because I just love the black and red combination. It looks so cool. Plus, look at the effect on the shoulders there. That looks so cool. But in the meantime, I'll more than likely be working on this set and this set here. So, that's kind of my my intention, while also possibly continuing to work on some other. In case you're wondering, I've got a shard here. In terms of legendaries, I have the one that does the cooldown for Eye Beam. I have the one that does Chaotic Blades, but though that's apparently not as good anymore. Now, I've gotten a couple of other pieces here for when it comes to powers. What I've been hearing is that Collective Anguish is still considered pretty decent. Burning Wound is like the new hotness. This is like the new big one that people are getting here that has to do with Demon Bite and Immolation. I've seen a lot of people be, getting this one. I made this before it got buffed and got better. So I kind of was like, yeah. But that was just kind of like, at the time it was like this one and this one, but now this one and this one have gotten better. I do have the unique Venthyr one, but I don't think people are saying it's all that good. What is considered good is the this one, the Night Fae one, where it buffs the hunt, where it actually has Immolation Aura with the hunt and gives extra agility for each enemy hit and such. So apparently that's considered pretty good. So I may end up making this one, Collective Anguish, possibly the Burning Wound one. We'll see. Do I have any intention of switching covenants? No. I am not someone who's interested in having my characters switch covenants. For me, once I've selected a covenant for my characters, they are going to stay that covenant no matter what. Because I'm not someone who has the mentality of wanting to switch back and forth all willy-nilly between the covenants. I'm fine with this whole, selecting a covenant and sticking with it. That's just how I am. I understand their reasoning on the whole, if I go to another covenant and then come back, they're like, hey, wait a minute, and then having to rebuild all the renown and such, I'm like, no. For me, it's like, okay, I've made my choice for covenant, and, that's that. That's just me. So this guy is going to stick Venthyr going forward, basically no matter what. Also because it's, this is how I'm showing you guys the Venthyr content in this expansion, even though I do have a couple of other characters working on that, like my shaman and my mage, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. And probably eventually one of my warriors will join as well, since for a period of time this was considered like a warrior order hall. Certainly a better one than the one they had in Legion, but anyways. Yeah, so I will see you guys, who knows when, with this character. Who knows what's going to happen in the future. Stay tuned.